Hi, everybody. Welcome back, and thank you for stopping by. This is Donna L. Holloman. The Spiritual Archer is my blog, and this is in regards to the ebook coming out soon, Stranger on an Elevator. And what my blog does is try to help people navigate the intense feeling nature of the spiritual awakening process. Well, today I'd like to talk a little bit about the spiritual awakening and how it's affecting the world today. From my research, and you can remember by my first blog, I had intense, very intense feelings that happened after experience on an elevator, and I wasn't alone. I was with a stranger, and I'm not sure if he felt the same thing, but light, intense love was all around, within, everywhere. And I really didn't think we would survive that day, but we did. I'm here, and I'm here to talk about that a little bit. But the main subject of my spiritual archer is to talk about the intense nature of the spiritual awakening that I've been through and what I've learned over the years since 2012 and probably beyond that. But 2012 was the main event. And since that time, I've learned over the intense learning of spiritual teachers, books, guidance books. I'm still experiencing angel voices in my ears, ringing in my ears. Experience some still awakening experiences, but of course there's some people who's just beginning, and these are for those people, the ones who probably ahead of me, ahead meaning they have experienced it, went through it, and pretty much have awakened, that they say. But I don't know if everyone's awakened right now, because if we probably were, we may not be around. I'm not sure what it would take us once you're completely and totally awake. But anyway, from one researcher, it says one such definition of spiritual enlightenment or awakening is the complete dissolution of one's identity as a separate self with no trace of the egoic mind remaining. Well, in that sense, that's the process of, it's like, I don't know if you get rid of the egoic mind, but I know the ego mind tends to be the stronger entity or stronger energy in our lifetime right now. But according to other researchers, the earth changes once every 2,000 years. And 2,000 years ago, we were enlightened. We were all enlightened. We were powerful humans. And then something happened and we went to sleep. Meaning we went to sleep in our minds, in our belief systems. We tended to focus more on that than the spirituality of self. And this is where they also talk about the earth going through labor. It's like a labor pains. Metaphorically, the earth is going through labor pains. Earth is female, of course, and the pains of that labor is transitioning us as humans and the earth into a new dimension of time. And just like night and day, you go to sleep at night. Okay, imagine you're going to sleep at night for 2,000 years, and now morning is coming, and people are gradually waking up to themselves, to their true selves as a human species. And that is a challenge. It's going to be a challenge for a lot of people, and it's happening every day. It's happening stronger and stronger as time goes on. And what I'm here to do is try to help people navigate those intense feelings that they're going through to wake up to the new world, so to speak. And one interesting character on YouTube that I've listened to over the years is Dolores Cannon. She was a psychologist. She hypnotized people, and thousands of people. And eventually, all the people while they're under hypnosis are saying the same thing, that the earth is changing and moving into a new world. And there's some people who just cannot handle the intensity of the change, so they're deciding to check out. Check out meaning to die, leave earth plane early. And others are sticking around, trying to get through as much as possible. The awakening self-intense feelings, they come up in different type. It's like what I explained in my blog about me quit smoking. You kind of have to take one step at a time with all the feelings that come up with one little action. And instead of reacting to it or fighting against it, what we do is embrace it, breathe into it, and let our energy, our personal energy levels, dissipate it on its own. If we do not, we fight it, it tends to keep coming back, and it comes back stronger. And with this change in the earth plane, the more we react to our feelings, the stronger the next episode would be, and then the stronger, and then it gets stronger and stronger and stronger until we just burst. We can't handle it anymore. But the best thing to do is to stand still, learn how to embrace those feelings as they come. And most of the time they come, you can start with actually the body. The body tells you everything. It tells the truth. It never lies to you. So when you, for example, you walk into a room and you can feel the side of your neck tense up, or your finger shakes, or something like that. Well, listen to those feelings in the body, and it can take you further. Once you start listening to the body will take you further, deeper into the feeling, and the feeling itself will tell you what's happening. Because the best thing that I know is when we embrace those feelings are like an engine, so to speak, to the power of our energy field. And when we react to it, we give up some of that energy to others or to something outside of ourselves. And then we become weak, we lose our strength, we lose our power. Well, if we learn to embrace the feelings and learn to kind of love it and wrap ourselves around in it while we're in the feeling without any reaction whatsoever, just as before the reaction happens, let it build up and build up within until eventually it will just burst. It will just burst into, to me, it comes out in steam on top of my head. And then once that one feeling goes away, it never comes back. And it totally disappears. But it's so many feelings, as I mentioned on my last episode, that it would take time. It's going to take time, and it takes us to focus on one feeling at a time. Sometimes I couldn't just take it all, every feeling that I had, and just face every little thing. But you can do that. But it takes time. It takes practice. Well, anyway, for now, I could talk about this forever, but don't forget to check out my ebook. Subscribe for updates on the launch. The more comments, the more likes, the more interest I get in the book, the more motivated I will be to write it. Don't forget to like my Facebook page, The Spiritual Archer. Subscribe at the strangerontheelevator.com for the ebook launch. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check it out. I mean, this is raw and uncut in my closet where we're starting. Later on, we'll talk about how to, step by step, how to resolve each intense feeling that come up. Then we'll come outside and do a meditation, learn how to stay in the moment. And I'm here. So welcome. And thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. Namaste.